Well, advances in technology have changed the world, but it's also had monumental impacts on how people with disabilities actually navigate their lives. Today is Global Accessibility Awareness Day, and Apple is unveiling some new, more inclusive features for those in the deaf and blind communities. Our Kenneth Moten is here with all the details. Game changer for so many people.
Apple is saying accessibility is a basic human right. But first off, happy Global Accessibility Awareness Day.
There we go.
To you.
Woo!
Yeah. It is a day that is focused on digital access and inclusion for the more than 1 billion people with disabilities and impairments. So let's get to it. This week, Apple announced plans to roll out these new software features for the blind, visually impaired, and deaf and hard of hearing. Look at this. Take a listen.
Closed door 8 feet away. Text, muffin to write home about bakery.
Yeah, that's right. Door detection for the blind. Is the door open, closed? Is it push or pull? It can read symbols or bathroom signs. This adds on to Apple's existing detection feature, which can detect people, has a magnifier for objects. Here's another. Take a look.
Thing happened to me today. I ran out to get an iced coffee, typical me. Do you remember Damien from freshman year? He had that little bowl cut. Anyway, he recognized me instantly, but it took me a second.
For any media content, including FaceTime calls, voice messages, and text. There's also an Apple Watch mirroring function for iPhone for those with physical and motor disabilities. So instead of tapping your Apple Watch, I don't have an Apple Watch, my husband does, but you can make a simple gesture, clench, pinch to operate or use voice commands, sound actions, or head tracking for those with quadriplegia. Apple also adding 20 more languages, Kira, including Ukrainian. Just incredible things that they're doing there. And when people are probably asking, when can I experience all of this? Well, Apple says they're rolling out these new features later this year.
Now, we have to say, it was this past weekend, you were at the prestigious University for the Deaf, GAAD, where Tim Cook, the head of Apple, was giving the commencement address. You had this incredible connection with him, which is how you learned about all this inclusive technology. Which, I mean, Tim Cook is changing the game here for the deaf in particular. I know this is my community, right? And it's amazing what he's done.
We asked about more products that would be inclusive for the deaf community. And he wouldn't give any details because that's what Apple does. And then we find out days later, there are more features that they're rolling out here. And so Tim Cook, he got to tour that campus. So did we. As you mentioned, it's just an incredible community. And in our interview, Cook told us that technology should make life accessible for everyone. It should empower everyone. And during his commencement speech, Kira, he told those graduates there at Gallaudet, "We see you, you earned this."
And I love that it was a deaf student that reached out to him on Twitter saying, come be our speaker.
It all started with a tweet. Molly Fianni, I want to say her name, the graduate there, who is a tech student who invited the tech giant to come speak at their commencement. She was inspired by the groundbreaking year the deaf community has had with the Apple film Coda, and also the Apple products that help people in the deaf community and deaf students get through this pandemic. She told me that she heard that message from Tim Cook during the speech, that she belongs, that she can do anything, that deaf people can be in tech. And the university said having the head of the largest tech company in the world speak at your commencement was validation. I mean, it was so inspiring. And Kira, let me put you on the spot right quick. Kira is an ally of the deaf community. There's a family history there. You know the power of Gallaudet University. Let me ask you, and by the way, she's fluent in American Sign Language. Let me ask you about the advances in technology in the deaf community. We've gone from the teletypewriter to smartphones.
Oh, we had a TTY in our house, right? You'd hear the beep, beep, beep. You put the phone on the TTY, and then you had to type. It's crazy. Yeah. And now my deaf friends tell me, you know, texting has changed their life.
It has.
And FaceTime. And, no, it's really amazing. And I'm so glad that Tim Cook is a big supporter of these communities.
And if you haven't seen Kira's amazing ABC News Live piece from last year on Black American Sign Language, please, please check it out because it's eye-opening, and I think everyone should see it.
And, of course, Kenneth made me cry. All right, the big I love you to everybody.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.